in college, I ran Division I track and field. That sounds amazing, and I like to hold that as kind of a trophy of my success and my abilities to be athletic and to train hard and to be dedicated to something. But in reality, deep down, it's a stain on who I am and what I accomplished in university, because I wasn't that good. I didn't improve at all between high school and university, and if anything, I got slower and was never able to hit my peak that I had in high school. And ultimately why that happened is because I was afraid to fail. I was afraid of putting myself out there. I was afraid of trying and still not being good enough. So if I didn't try and I just kind of skated and existed and just kind of went through the motions and didn't really put myself out there, I wasn't going to fail. But ultimately, that led to my failure. That led to my inability to succeed in that moment and with that opportunity that I was given. I was given tremendous resources being in a Division I program in North Carolina, running track and field, and I just didn't take advantage of that. I had so many opportunities for class support to make that and manage that as effectively as possible and not have to worry about that overwhelm. And I was given tremendous resources for strength and conditioning. We had a dedicated coach just for our specific event, which was the 800 meters. And I just didn't take advantage of that. I did the bare minimum, whatever we needed to do in front of the coach, and anything outside of that, absolutely not. I was not doing anything like that. And it even got to the point where I was thinking of ways of getting out of practice with the coach as well. I was faking injuries. I was faking just like needing to take a break because the workout was hard, and I didn't stretch myself and I didn't prepare myself for the moments in the track meet where I was tired in the last 100, 200 meters and I just didn't have any extra gas because I just didn't suffer enough and I didn't try and I didn't put myself out there. And that's as something that I see a lot, and I've analyzed in my own life, of how I was so afraid to fail, that ultimately led to my failure. I was not putting myself out there. And now, having my own business, being a business owner, being a personal trainer, working with clients every single day for the last 8 years, I've been able to go back and reassess who I was and what I did back then and be like, hey, this isn't who I want to be. I have goals and aspirations of having my own business and being successful, whatever that has meant to me, and living the way that I did in college and just being afraid to try new things and to essentially suck at something for a while led me to fail, and I don't want to fail at my business. So that has kind of become part of my identity now, trying things so quickly and so many times to where I fail a lot more frequently, I fail a lot faster, and I'm able to take the lessons that I learned from that failing, from the walking into a brick wall, and I've reassessed that and rebuilt myself up to where I can walk through that brick wall. I can acknowledge the challenges, I can acknowledge where I failed, and apply myself in a different way to where I'm able to get around that or get through it. And that has created far more success. I still fail very frequently, but those failures are learning opportunities for me. They're opportunities for me to make better choices, to go in a better direction next time. And that's led to far greater success in the broad scope of what my life is and where I want to be than what I did in university. I really fucked that opportunity up. I walked onto the program, I had everything laid out for me, and I just didn't utilize those things. I ultimately didn't do very well in college, in classes, and I didn't do very well on the field either, or on the track. And that eats at me, and that's honestly really embarrassing for me. That makes me upset, and it's hard for me to think about. But I'm able to take that broad lesson of accepting failure, accepting defeat, and at least trying, and I see how that's going to apply into my life and take me a lot farther than where I would have gone if I just stayed in that mode of being afraid to fail and not trying anything at all. I really hope y'all took something from this. You go out and you try and you fail quickly and you learn something and you take that wherever you want to go.